Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. As I greet you with a smile from obviously outside where you can see it, but inside, a smile for the amazement of everything in this life as it burst in from nowhere. And it does that for each of us all the time. From the unknown, possibly delivered from a friend like Simeon, or your twin, or my twin, just the feeling that pops in with no explanation, but that lights up your face, transmits from your heart to everyone that's hearing these words and everyone who feels this vibration. Even the flowers behind me, the plants, feel the smile, feel that smile that's inside and out for no reason. This life is really a series of celebrations. For some, the obvious celebrations of a birthday or a wedding or a party, and everyone's smiling and happy. But that energy exists all the time. We just don't take a moment to celebrate it, or we don't give it a label. But now it'll start to appear as something you should celebrate. And you'll stop and you'll go, cheers, which locks it in, makes it a part of your world. So the celebrations really happen 24/7. When you wake up in the morning, it's a celebration. And whatever you desire in your life, it's being delivered to you at the rate that's perfect for you. So for me, I desire to know myself and to assist humanity. So every part of my day, every moment, that's what's happening. Because everything is being put in my field, in my road, in my life to make that desire be destined for me. So every moment is a celebration of that journey. I wasn't given the time or the day or the year, but I was given that I would know. And so I will know. And so I will assist. And for you, it may be something completely different. But whatever you desire, it's happening every second of every day for you. The path is being created, and it's a celebration. It may not appear to be a celebration because what you desire brings things into your life that you wouldn't think would be helping you to that destiny that you desire. But when you step back and know that everything's working together for you, it's a celebration. So you say cheers. When someone causes you difficulties, that's on my path to my destiny. And if you can go to that place of celebrating it, it wipes away all the analysis and all the things that cause you to react. Obviously, the moments of revelation where things are revealed, your life is changed instantly, and it's a grand celebration. So the series of celebrations happen all day, all night. They are happening now for me, for you. And the same energy that you feel when it's your birthday, when it's your wedding day, is the same energy you can feel all the time if you call it a celebration. I'm celebrating that I'm becoming who I was destined to become. It's not the day I was born, it's every day. I'm celebrating what I wanted to do with the gifts that were given to me. Every day is that celebration. Every day is a party. And that's why what ends up happening is a leveling of the things that people think are the great celebrations for you, like a birthday. And some people may not have that as a focus, but yet they honor the celebration. But there's so many things to celebrate that appear every second of every day, from our friends that support us, and for the answers to what we desire to know, and the life that we're living, this physical life, which is just a small piece of who we are. And so we're always connected with the grander, more expanded self. And from that place, we can experience the constant celebration. But here in this physical plane, it appears to be more challenging. But it's not. Everything is a celebration. Hold on to that. So I'm going to share a few things that I wrote. We know that we have so much more to offer. From somewhere deep inside of us, we know the secrets of the universe. I'm speaking about the human condition and its challenges. We are so much more than we appear, and we were intended to be far more abundant than we presently are. Our abundance is not abundance in the material world, but the abundance of spirit, the abundance of kindness, the abundance of caring, sharing, helping, and loving. We came here lacking nothing, but with an unlimited ability to give. We are now reaching the time of complete transparency and of being held responsible for our actions. It is time to look inside and see what is already seen by everyone, so that you can become the one that you were intended to become, a spiritual being with unlimited abundance. Open your arms wide and make yourself completely transparent to the wisdom of the unknown. Leave all seriousness behind and enter into the lightheartedness that is the calling card of transparency. Stand alone in front of yourself and stand alone in front of the world, yet you will never be alone. Even as you must, at some point, stand alone in order to truly be yourself. No caring what others think, not playing the game of saying the right thing, but being unapologetically authentic while being unimaginably kind. Just as there is a veil between this physical dimension and the spiritual dimension, there is also a veil between your human form and you. The human form has the ability to act out a response, even though it is far from the response you want to give. We may smile and say, "That's nice," when what we really want to say is, "You idiot, that's stupid." There have been those amongst us who are able to hear behind the veil of the human form and its ability to deceive. And now we will all begin to experience this ability. We all have that ability to have a nasty response and then run it through our editor and say something nice instead. As the veil, which is our form, produces an Oscar-worthy performance. But what we didn't know was that that first response was heard. and now will be heard by all. It's better not to say, "You stupid idiot," but it's exponentially better than hiding that with a lie, both through your words and your form. I'm just passing this on so that you know that it is happening. Transparency is here, and it is the greatest gift we can receive. For in the hidden recesses of our mind, we think we aren't seen, and that keeps us from growing. It is in the nakedness of transparency that growth meets you on the way to the you that you were intended to be. The best thing you can always do is stay out of reaction, which keeps you out of judgment. Stay open-hearted, neutral, and observant. And most importantly, let kindness lead the way. This too, transparency, we celebrate. It is truly freedom to have everything on the table, out in the open, even if that means hearing what needs to be shifted within ourselves. But now we know that everything is heard. And that is perfect, because none of us really want to hide. We want to burst out into ourselves and live in the place where we're open to everything, where we can grow. And if you step into this place, the only thing you'll have left to give is kindness. So to that feeling that you need to hide, that thing that came and made you want to protect yourself, to build an identity that took you somewhere other than to your desired destination. I read these words. This is the time to make the choices that make you happy. Mr. and Mrs. Judgment will always be on call, whether real or imagined. to criticize you and put a picture frame around you and try to tell you who you are. Please, no one but yourself, and stand strong in that. Anything less, and you have taken a seat at the table of Mr. and Mrs. Judgment, a table that is large enough to fit over 7 billion people. Once again, those two magical words can be used to not only excuse you from the table, but blow the table into smithereens. And those two words are, you know, fuck 'em. You're standing in your freedom and doing what is right for you is your gift to every person and every living conscious entity on the planet. Because when you stand firm and trust yourself, you transmit that energy to everything without even speaking a word. Your essence is permeated with freedom. Your head is held high. Your eyes are bright. And even your walk is sure footed and strong. You are now a card carrying full time member of the Fuck 'em Club. This club numbers in the billions, but most join and then quit because the pressure from Mr. and Mrs. Judgment and Mr. and Mrs. What Will They Think of Me is so great. But today I have issued you your permanent membership card, even if for only a moment you have experienced its power. Pull out the card whenever you need to and use those two words whenever necessary until the time that you no longer need it. Because you have become a walking, living, breathing expression of fuck 'em. This is the highest level of freedom and love that you can exist in. Because when you use those two words, you are free and you have chosen to love yourself. And until you love yourself, you cannot truly love another. We are now leaving our teenage years as a human entity. We are leaving the world of reaction, self-criticism, self-doubt, fitting in and pleasing others. We all know what it was like to be a teenager and what it is like to be around one. Now imagine the whole human entity on the planet delivering that energy. Conflict, reaction, selfishness are the dominant traits. It's the path we had to take. It is part of the process of evolving. And when you see a grandparent sitting in the middle of the chaos of their grandchildren and life itself, and they are calm, cool, and collected, know that they have evolved and have reached the highest level of freedom, love, and fuck 'em. And now all humanity is joining them, one card carrying member at a time. This is the new world, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you back home. I picture something, it's beautiful, it's full of life, and it's all blue. I see the sunset on the beach, yeah. It makes me feel calm. When I'm calm, I feel good. And when I feel good, I sing. And the joy it brings makes me feel good. And when I feel good, I sing of the joy it brings. I see birds fly across the sky. Everyone's heart flies together. If food is frying and people smiling like there's no other way to feel good. And when I feel good, I sing. And the joy it brings makes me feel good. And when I feel good, I sing of the joy it brings. I say, come on along. I know you really want to feel our song. We've got some life to bring. We've got some joy in this thing. Come on along. I know you really want to feel our song. We've got some life to bring. We've got some joy in this thing. Can you feel, can you feel, can you feel the joy that it brings? If you can feel the joy, then you should let yourself sing. Hey, hey, I love to share my things, 'cause it brings me freedom. Got to get me some of that freedom. It's a smile you can feel in your heartbeat. Freedom. You deserve your freedom. Freedom. It's all for you, all for you, all for you. Sing freedom. Got to get me some of that, got to get me some of that, got to get me some of that freedom. Dun 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 dun. Freedom, transparency, celebration. It's all here, all for you, all for me. And I love every minute of it. So here's to every one of us becoming who we were intended to be and celebrating the journey to our desired destiny, where you'll find your perfect life, perfect health, and your magic future. Thank you for joining me. I am David.